Hello and welcome to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is the Nitro and Raw review show for September 25th, 1995. I, of course, am Patrick Young, and yes, I got a haircut and shaved my beard. To my right is the Roman Reigns of this basement, Joe Venuto.
Or as Cole mentioned last time, we're the most polarizing star currently.
Okay.
And the solid point is he has never beaten Brock Lesnar.
Well, I didn't want to call you the Brock Lesnar of this basement because you're always here, and that's the exact opposite of Brock Lesnar.
You could call me the Ronda Rousey.
She's not always there either.
You could call me the Alexa Bliss.
Alright, there you go.
Good. Now,
You are the Alexa
good.
Bliss.
Now I can force you to like somebody else because now when you think of Alexa, you'll think of me. Roll up episode 128, September 95, from the Grand Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Very clever name for arena.
Yes.
They recapped the ending of In Your House. Owen Hart didn't compete in the main event, but got involved. Somehow Diesel pinned him to win the match in the bells. Earlier today, Jim Cornette brought in Clarence Mason to dispute the result. They won, and now Owen and Yokozuna back as champions. Diesel and Shawn Michaels get a rematch, and the champs have to defend the belts against the non-team tonight. Take things off, Mari Janae versus Skip with Sunny. Yup, Mari Janae is back again. Vince sells his return like it's a great surprise in WWE history. Mari slips on the steps during his entrance.
That's a good start.
Tons of fast-paced stuff though at the start, which the crowd eats up. Mari actually looked to be on his game for this. Skip gets a hug from Sunny to take a breather. They go for it again, but Mari ends up getting the hug. He ducks his slap from Sunny. Skip. The crowd's eating all this rail. Dean Douglas shows up to take this in the aisle. They work for a commercial break while Skip is in charge. Janae starts to rally and hits the rocker dropper. He doesn't go for a pin though, instead using a second rope fist drop to mark his successful return.
Yeah, I thought this was a very good, solid start to Raw. Both guys are very good workers. Marty had flashes of brilliance throughout his WWE runs altogether. And Skip is actually a very strong worker in Chris Candido. So yeah, I thought it was an excellent way to start off Raw.
I thought this was the match of the week between the two shows.
Yeah, it might be for mine too.
Yeah, it was a really fun match here. The crowd was very hot for Marjane, and he'd seen the movie, which was good. Non-stop action leading to an enjoyable round. We get another recap of the triple hair finish, as well as more photos from Cornette and Mason, talking with Gorilla Monsoon to have finished their return. WWF Tag Team Championship, Owen Hart and Yokozuna with Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji versus the Seven Guns. This is a rematch from WrestleMania 11, and for reference, Dave Meltzer gave that match 2 stars. This joined in progress, and that went bought around. They worked a relatively quick pace, but that changes when Yokozuna is in the ring. Billy tries to knock him off his feet with drop kicks. He finally does a face hustle, and the crowd comes alive. Owen tags him, but takes Sunset Flipper 2. He needs the Inzaguri of Death. Yes, that's that one's Inzaguri. Once we get to 2 months.
Give it a couple months.
Yeah. That takes that. Leading to a commercial break. Returning, Yokozuna slow things a bit. Working his straight nerve hole is still my least favorite wrestling move. Yokozuna misses his elbow drop, giving Billy some hope. Owen gets a tag and pulls Billy away, but he makes a dramatic leap to tag Bart. I wouldn't have done a hot tag to Bart. I would have done the other way around, because Bart has little to no charisma. He does his big sauce, so Yokozuna breaks up the pin. Billy flies at him and allows the guns to hit the sidewinder. Yokozuna tries to break up again, but Bart moves, and he splashes out when Billy sends him out, and Bart gets to 3.
Not a bad match altogether. However, it almost looks like a reactionary piece to what Nitro did the week before with American Males beating Harlem Heat. It was
a better match.
It was a better match than that one, yes.
Yeah.
But it's almost like we needed a title change on Raw just so our show doesn't look as predictable as it usually does.
Mm-hmm.
But still, if you're gonna give a surprise for free, the tag titles are one of the perfect titles to do that. You're not really doing a major change to anything that would draw a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So not a bad piece of business all around.
If I remember correctly, I do think this is a better outing than the WrestleMania 11 match. Kudos to the crowd though, who was hot for out. And they built a frantic finish with the drama. And the title change was also rare to see on TV. And far better than expected. These also levels come out to celebrate with the Smoking Guns. Next week, Razor Ramon versus Only Free Kid, and Jean-Pierre Lafayette gets another crack at Bret Hart. As the Smoking Guns, I said Doc Hendricks comes up with Gorilla Monsoon in the aisle. He says there's big news coming in your house event. The Undertaker will take on King Mabel.
Is that where his face gets squished?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Goldust takes his in-ring debut, and Gorilla announces that British Bulldog would get a WWF title shot against Diesel. Bret Hart has also signed a deal to face the winner of that match at Survivor Series. Lastly, Shawn Michaels will put the Intercontinental title on the line against Dean Douglas. Main event, British Bulldog with Jim Cornette versus The Undertaker with Paul Bearer. I honestly don't recall ever seeing these two wrestle each other at any other time.
That's what I was thinking when I watched it, yeah.
Yeah, Bulldogs are won by a lot of Undertaker's loyal fans. Actually, Cornette shaking ropes. Bulldogs able to counter old school. I don't know if it had a name back then, before it was considered old school. Despite this, Undertaker still gets a fair amount of offense. When Bulldog finally takes over, King Mabel shows up in Isle Loss. After a break, Waylon Mercy seems to also be watching from afar. A Waylon Mercy Undertaker program could have been interesting.
No, couldn't have.
Yes, it could.
No.
Yes.
He would have just been another opponent in the long list of bad Undertaker opponents before Mankind.
Bulldog hits a damn pile driver for 2. Undertaker starts kicking out everything, frustrating Bulldog. Undertaker goes to choke him, so Mabel walks out and enters the ring can with a belly to belly suplex.
Yeah, I thought it was a great way to end Raw. It seemed, again, it's almost very reactionary to Nitro, because they were just throwing on big main events the last 2 weeks. And this night Nitro, I don't think actually had a big main event.
Let me share this card.
Yeah, it's not a pretty looking show for a spoiler alert that we're gonna get to in like a minute.
Yeah.
But I thought Raw actually did that match in reaction to Nitro giving away big matches on pay-per-view, and then not necessarily the clean finish.
Mm-hmm. It was a decent enough match between two of the bigger names in a company time, and the DQ finish was obvious given the stand in both men and their upcoming pay-per-view matches. Bruce Bulldog has on here with Ron Power Slam and Mabel leg drops him. Diesel and Shawn Michaels run out to make the same clean house. Elhorn, Yokozuna, and Shovel ringside, but the Smoke Guns run into even score. After a commercial, Undertaker shakes hands with the guy who helped him, which seems so odd, given his gimmick.
That was an odd sight.
Another break comes as Shawn Michaels' theme is playing for some reason. He's dancing in the ring, which causes Vince to gyrate behind a gas table.
Okay, for some reason, the show ended on a Diesel and Shawn Michael entrance.
Shawn dancing and Vince gyrating.
Yeah, we have no idea why.
And that's how the Nitro.
It's kind of an odd way to close the show.
Oh, but we also got an odd way to open the show. Nitro episode 4, September 25th, 1995, Civic Center in Florence, South Carolina. We jump right into action with Alex Wright versus Disco Inferno. We jump right into action argument contest. Wright has to be I think, so far in 4 episodes, Alex Wright has to be the lowest card guy that can feature more than once so far on Nitro,
yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sabu hasn't showed up more than once yet.
Right. Disco's making his Nitro debut and gets Pyro. Disco jumps at the bell, but it's sure to take time to fix his here and Dames. Wright comes back and hits a dive to the outside. Disco seems to try to belly the belly, but they mess up and it turns into an ugly hot shot. They continue to work at a relatively quick pace, and Disco went for a neck breaker and Wright counters into a backslide for the win.
Yeah, it's a very interesting matchup to start off with. Both guys necessarily not great. Alex Wright can be a solid worker when he wants to. Surprisingly, I did expect worse. Again, it wasn't anything great or anything. I just expected worse. That's going to be my description for this match. I expected worse.
It was not the best I started shot. The match itself was decent, considering who was in it, and it actually was one of the better matches on Nitro. But these aren't really the guys I would use to hook an audience in. Going backstage, Hulk Hogan is trying to work out in his neck brace his regimen to have Jimmy Hart hold the world title on his head, which he lifts while he lifts it up. Seriously. Because the Classic Hogan program.
That's crazy WCW, but it's not as crazy as it's about to be.
I bet the Giant stabbed his neck. He not only challenged John to the WCW title match, but also to a monster truck contest for some reason. Mean Gene's in the ring shows a clip of Luger Savage.
Oh, by the way, just give it a couple of weeks. There's crazier.
Yeah. Mean Gene is in the ring shows a clip of the Luger Savage confrontation from last week. Randy Savage is in the ring and Lex Luger's quit to shop and confirm again. Luger's sick and tired of Savage trying to protect him. A match is made for next week. Savage versus Luger. If Luger loses, he leaves WCW. Up next, Kurosawa with Colonel Robert Parker versus Sergeant Craig Pittman.
It's a hot nitro, folks.
Not much from the crowd here either. Neither guy's really considered a star. According to commentary, Kurosawa broke Road Warrior Hulk's arm at a recent Clash of Champions. Pittman reels some headbutts at the start. Kurosawa exposes the concrete outside planes Pittman on it. They end up brawling outside as Pittman slams his opponents in the ring apron. Bishop is more interested in hyping the upcoming monster truck challenge. Pittman applies a Cobra armbar in the ring close and Parker loses by ringside. Kurosawa reaches for his break and gets the win with a German suplex. It looked like Pittman got his shoulder up, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah, I didn't care for this match whatsoever. I don't think everybody could.
It was another pretty good match for wrestling this week. That could have been better, a little bit. The work they did outside the ring in the German, that was pretty cool.
You just read it a second ago, and I forgot what happened in the match.
But I wish there was more arm work. More focus on the arm work, all the arm work that was done during the match. Let's see, those of us pay attention to the major parts of the show.
It's not a major part of the show.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
As I said, the last two matches sucked.
I'm not sure if either competitor gets outside of 1995.
I think Sergeant Craig Pittman does.
Okay, I'm not sure if either one get it out in 1996.
I don't think Kurosawa makes it to 96.
Yes.
Mean Gene interviews Arn Anderson and Brian Pillman in the ring. Pillman posts down for Flair by saying that he's been pathetic since Anderson being at full barrel. Anderson admits that Flair is one of the best ever, but now it's a tag team situation, which is Anderson especially. He says Flair can't find partner because he betrayed everyone in the past. Up next, Kevin Sullivan with Zodiac versus Randy Savage. This starts with Kevin Sullivan attacking Randy Savage on the set Baywatch. Things start on the outside with Sullivan first Savage into the ring post, and then on the guardrail. Savage sells this, but for me, I could never buy Sullivan as a serious threat to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know why. He told Savage outside, continues landing them. Savage backdrops in his double axe handle back inside. Zodiac gets on the apron and Savage kicks his ass. He gets upset that he lays into the referee again DQ'd.
Yeah, I agree with you on Sullivan there. I've never taken him that seriously. For some reason, even his feud with Chris Benoit,
Right.
I never really took him seriously.
Yeah, same here.
I expected Chris Benoit to beat the holy shit out of him.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, it was a big match to, I guess, just to have something on Nitro, and it was an odd way to cap off. And it was not necessarily a good match to cap off Nitro.
It was more of an angle than a match. The match that we got wasn't good and then capped off Nitro.
What capped off Nitro?
Lex Luger versus Ming.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Randy Savage shots a big elbow on Zodiac as the Giant walks out. Giant chokeslam Savage. There's some jobbers running in to try to help out. Giant obviously handles them with ease. Alex Ray is the highest profile guy to try, also feels. Finally, Lex Luger strolls out. Sullivan smiles as Giant yells another chokeslam. Luger stands over Savage to help him. Giant attacks him from behind, chokeslams him well. Lex Luger versus Ming. Ming wastes no time attacking over Lex Luger. While Ming pounds away, Eric Bischoff says that Hulk Hogan will be in Denver next week for Nitro. Ming says the first few minutes just worried that Luger lost the chin locks and stuff here. Ming misses a second rope headbutt, opening the door for Luger's rally. It's not obvious. He gets right back up and just stomps on Ming and falls. Ming pulls out a spike from his boot and strikes Luger with it, stealing the win.
So he just keeps spikes in his boots.
Yes.
Yeah, not a good match either. Almost forgettable. I just proved that one. But it also seems like Nitro's not doing well. NXT learned from Nitro's early mistakes, where Nitro seems to literally have their 4 main eventers on the show each week. Minus Hogan for this week because he was taken out, and Sting. But it seems like they're not necessarily learning that. Okay, maybe we can space that out a little bit more so we can get everybody on the show. We don't overlap the feuds a lot or overexpose everybody. Thankfully, NXT did learn from that.
Yeah, it was a very boring affair. Main did ton of wrist holds while Luger was coming out with short-lived and unpeeled. For Raw, I would give that 8 out of 10 for Raw.
Yeah, I will say it was a pretty solid Raw. I probably will say like an 8 out of 10. Actually, no, I'll be a little different. I'll say 7.5 out of 10.
It was one of the better episodes of Raw that I can remember. The best one since we started this.
Yeah.
By far. The live atmosphere was crucial, so that helped. Because the Grand Rapids crowd was a really hot one on long. Janae and Skip, look on the card that they had really fishing. And the tag team title match was good. Featured a cool little title change, and the main event all 2 stars and a stall match. Can't ask for much more in this one show. Nitro, I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, it was wholly uninteresting. I'll give that one a 3.
Still better than Life Central.
We're taping this on Tuesday, folks.
Yes. For the first time, WWF Raw completely destroys episode Nitro.
Yeah.
In terms of quality. In my opinion, this was easily the worst episode of Nitro so far.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best matches of the night is a barely interesting Alex Wright Disco Inferno match. Or if you're a fan of Kurosawa like Pat.
So much.
Kurosawa
I just gotta have me a Kurosawa match.
You might thought match was a barely interesting Kurosawa Sergeant Craig Picnic match.
No.
Either way. There's a problem. All the Dungeon Doom stuff in the final 2 matches was pretty awful too.
Yeah. Let's give special thanks to
For Wall Mania Kevin Panchola for his Nitro reviews, and we'll be back with the Money Back 2013 virtual review.
Yes.
See that.
See that.